Continued its recent good fortune at Moonee Valley today, winning 3 races, and largely a good day for punters too, with only one winner starting longer than 11-2. The first was taken by the even money favourite Sister Angela, who was too good for them at her 3rd race start. Villars won race 2 at 3-1, unlucky at Caulfield, but won well today. The favourite Drumming was never in the clear. The third went to Sculptured Arch, ridden by David Chipman, and a very fine ride, appreciating the drop back to 1,200 metres, winning at 2-1 in favourite. Race 4, first of our replays, first leg of the quadrilla.
At the front now from Voltage Peak, Dynamite Mick, and then Southern Poet. Strawberry Ranch about a neck in front. Forrester's pulled the whip, holding Voltage Peak and Dynamite Mick at bay. Strawberry Ranch still in front. Dynamite Mick mowing him down the last few strides, but Strawberry Ranch has held on and won it by a long head to either Voltage Peak, which has held on well, or Dynamite Mick the outside.
First of a double for Kevin Forrester, Strawberry Ranch winning at 3s over Dynamite Mick and Voltage Peak, and it was an easy one for Kate's Lady in this.
Appelia running on round the outside. Next is Pepper's Show, balancing for home, and Kate's Lady is gone for the lick of his life and led by 4 lengths. Appelia getting to second. Tri-Fun can't go on, then Pepper's Show, but it's all Kate's Lady in the run home, and Kate's Lady wins it by about 3. Appelia is second, close for third here between Pepper's Show and Wide Out Lambourne's.
Kate's Lady led all the way for late replacement rider Gary Willits, scoring at 12-1, Blinker's first time doing the trick. And Dowie, too good, back at Moonee Valley in race 6.
Straightened up by 3, Stable Gossip, then Escape King and Tremor Bay, but Dowie well clear, has it well won from Stable Gossip, and a pretty good battle for third. Foxwise running on might get it, but Dowie canters home. Dowie wins it by about 2 lengths. Foxwise ran on that well, he got second. Stable Gossip tired the last bit third.
Dowie, the 8-year-old greybeard of the Hayes team, scoring at 7-2. Now race 7, and Twining was a solid 13-8 favourite.
Little Taj first for home, but Twining's got a head full of steam trying to reach her. It's Little Taj in front. Twining wears her down, takes the lead now, and Twining draws away. Twining wins it by about 1.5 lengths. I'd say Intent Gaze ran second and knows Little Taj. Then Gay Perdita and John Zim.
And it was Twining at 13-8 over Intent Gaze and Little Taj, and the last completing Kevin Forrester's double, a 6-length win by Imposing Bloom over His and All You Say. Daily double today, 14-1, 66.50. The extra paid on 6 and 2, 9.25. Quadrilla, 2511, 206.80, and there's the quad extra, good dividend of $1,432.60. And that's all in sport tonight. But Peter, what can we expect weather-wise for the Australian Open final round tomorrow?
Well, a bit of a mixture, I'm afraid, Greg. We'll get to that shortly. Today, though, some...
Good morning, everyone. Welcome to racing. Welcome to Roy Higgins.
Morning, Bill.
4 Limits might make a big hand of poker, but it didn't do so well as a racehorse yesterday, did it?
I think the most horse, or the horse that carried the most interest out there yesterday was 4 Limits, an Argentinian mare that had won, I think, 5 group races in her home country. And after the other Argentinian mare winning so well at Sandown last Monday, everyone was expecting this one, which is supposed to have been one of the better ones of the group bought by the Cochrane family to race here in Australia before going to stud, that with her record she was going to be something superior to the horses she was competing against yesterday. It was interesting to see the people milling around the mounting yard waiting for her to come in just to have a look at her. And they do have problems really acclimatising to Australian racing, because over there during their track work they're not saddled. They ride them bareback in their track work, and the only time they ever put a saddle on them is race day. And because naturally, until they acclimatise, see, they put a saddle on them every morning here, so every time they put a saddle on, they think they're going to race. So you can imagine George Hanlon, who can get a bit uptight himself, is going through a bit of a testing time. But really, I think the professionals picked it pretty quick when she walked in the mounting yard. She looked to be carrying a bit of weight, plus we're talking about the early stages of December, and she's only been clipped the last 2 or 3 days, which means her summer coat hasn't come through properly. Being the climatic difference between Argentina and here, she's probably still in her winter season, and George has had to clip her to get the long hair out of her. And she performed accordingly. She was actually gone after about 200 metres.
Yes.
Next time, I don't think the punters will be jumping in to find out whether they're good or not. They'll wait and see.
OK, racing yesterday at Moonee Valley on a very good track, excellent racing, and the first favourite was Sister Angela.
And they're 3 lengths in front now of Briqueur, and further back then came Garters. In behind them, Silver Sequel, but Sister Angela, the leader on the turn, skipped away about 2 or 3. Cassandra racing erratically, Briqueur running on. Then further back in the field came Garters, but Sister Angela in front with 100 to go. She's doing enough to win the favourite. Sister Angela holding Briqueur and getting to third now as Garters. Sister Angela, 2 good wins, 3 lengths. Second Briqueur, 2 away, third Garters.
Even money favourite, Sister Angela, won it well and stood up to a lot of hard riding too during the race, Roy.
Yeah, I think the thing to come out of that race was the experience. Sister Angela's had 3 runs in probably about the last 5 weeks. A lot of those were first starters, and she jumped quick. She hit the running rail early. And I must say, at about the 600-metre point, I think Greg Hall, her rider, was a little bit concerned. A horse came up on her outside, a first starter, and had the better of her at that point.
Yes.
But then it hung off. It raced greenly, and Sister Angela then got her confidence up. And experience told in the long run. I don't think there's any real autumn stars coming out of that race at this point, although that filly does come out of the $1 million sales up on the Gold Coast, and now she's qualified to run in a $1 million 2-year-old race there in January.
Second race on the card, and the favourite here was Drumming at 6-4.
Drumming out of it, Zantac, Benbara Queen further out. Drumming missed the run. Villas is now getting it, and Drumming went back to last on the inside. Escalation in front. Villas gets out now, goes after it with Benbara Queen. Benbara Queen and Villas got to the front from Escalation. Drumming can't win. Benbara Queen took the lead. Villas comes back. Villas on the inside. Grab Benbara Queen. Villas gets up to win. Villas a neck Benbara Queen. A length and a half third is Escalation.
Villas, one for the Hayes stable. They won 6 yesterday in South Australia and Victoria, Roy.
And topped the 4 million mark for the season so far, which commenced on the 1st of August. Reports are that fellow, he's an improver. He's only a young horse, but only had a few runs under his belt. He'll now go over to Perth for the Derby over there. Drumming looked disappointing, got into a little bit of a shuffle around about the 500-metre point, but just watching him in the straight, just got the impression his preparation has come to the end of its tether.
Nice ride by young Chipman in the next on the favourite, Sculptured Arch.
Up on the outside and got his head in front of Gaudemus up to the bend from Regal Tiger in the middle. The top weight looks to be going all right. Sculptured Arch, a battle length, Gaudemus and Regal Tiger. Then Lethal Battle getting out, and further back Racy Red and Blavabetch went out deep as they straightened up, but Sculptured Arch kicked away. Race 3 lengths in front now of Gaudemus, and then on the outside Lethal Battle running home well, but young Chipman keeps the favourite going, and Sculptured Arch is going to win by 3 lengths. Racy Red gets up to run second, a half to Lethal Battle third, and then
Sculptured Arch 2-1 favourite, sat behind the tearaways and then bolted away from about the 400, Roy.
I think the important thing with Sculptured Arch, as you can see, that started favourite. Most of the punters wanted to be on it. With the 3-kilo claim for young Chipman, as you mentioned, did ride it in a very nice race, coming in with 55.5, dropping down in class to what's been competing against recently, and just proved too good for them. Young Chipman starts a suspension, I think, as of last night. He's out for 2 weeks over a charge, I think, at Geelong recently. But he's a promising young boy.
In the next, whilst 4 Limits blew, they put plenty of money on Strawberry Ranch.
bend. Voltage Peak and Southern Power with Strawberry Ranch joining them on the outside when they come to the turn. A length and a half further back, Dynamite Mick, but on the bend, and Strawberry Ranch doing it well on the outside, took the lead from Voltage Peak. They're followed by Southern Power, then Dynamite Mick, but Strawberry Ranch the leader in the straight. Forrester calling on it now. It's a half in front of Voltage Peak, and then Dynamite Mick. Strawberry Ranch in front. Dynamite Mick is starting to come after it. Strawberry Ranch just the leader near the line, and Strawberry Ranch has got the money. Ahead on the post to either Voltage Peak or...
And starting at 3-1, backed in from 9-2, Strawberry Ranch.
Yeah, as soon as the professionals had a look at 4 Limits in the mounting yard, as we were just speaking about earlier, then they all thought, well, I don't think it can win, and they run. And the horse they picked out to put the money on was Strawberry Ranch. And after a good run at his last day where he finished second, and he's George Hanlon trained also, who George had the favourite in 4 Limits. But I think the punters, they picked it right.
In the next, the only double-figure winner for the day.
400 to go. Kate's Lady in front. Tri-Fun is out after it, and they're 2 lengths in front of the filler now, getting out and coming home fairly well. Kate's Lady skipped away. Tri-Fun struggling. Then a filler, Pepper's Show, and Narelle's Choice. But Kate's Lady's got a big lead at the 150. Oh, she's a mile in front. Kate's Lady 5 in front of the filler. Pepper's Show running on, then Lamborn Star. But Kate's Lady's going to win easily for Willets. Down to the line, Kate's Lady has won at about 3.5. A filler second. Pepper's Show.
Brian Martin of 3Z saw Kate's Lady win very easily at 12-1.
Yes, well, you'd say there's a little bit of a form reversal as the last start for Kate's Lady. It was a pretty ordinary performance. Went very well fancied, actually, but yesterday in blinkers for the first time, and a lucky ride for Gary Willits. Brian Werner was injured at the track yesterday morning, and the old ferret picked up the ride, and he made every post a winner. The favourite, Try Fun, I believe, was galloped on, and that could have been the result
Yeah,
of,
it might have been...
of the poor run, because his form prior to that race, he'd won his other two starts, and he looked a chance, but apparently badly galloped on behind.
OK, let's go to the next, and Dowie made short work of the opposition here.
Escape King, Tremor Bay, and then Stable Gossip. Fendleton's gone, and then Foxwise, and a gap to Electric Knight. But on the bend, and Dowie's out 3 in front and doing it pretty well from Escape King. Stable Gossip coming home well out in the middle, and then further back Tremor Bay. But Dowie's a mile out in front of the 100-metre mark. 8 years of age. Look at him run home. Doing it beautifully, Dowie. Holding Stable Gossip. Foxwise running on. But Dowie to the post has won well. 2.5. Foxwise got up to run second, a half away.
8 years of age. He's only a baby. 7-2, Dowie.
Goes to prove you're never too old, Bill.
Well, it does, doesn't it?
He seems to come right at this time of the year, and I see where the Hayes camp is going to sort of continue on through the Christmas period. Here in Melbourne, he won't be going to Perth. But he's a good horse up to 1,600 metres. He's a free-running type of horse, and the races coming up will probably suit him in the next month or so.
Well, Hayes Stable provided the favourite again in the last leg of the quaddie, Twining.
Up to the bend, John Zimmer just in front. Then Ardu back in the middle, and on the outside, Little Taj, a length into Twining, getting to the outside. Gay Petita trying to get out, straightening up now. Little Taj in front, Twining joining in on the outside, and then John Zimmer. Little Taj took the lead with Twining, starting to wear it down. Twining raced up, grabbed the lead now from Little Taj, and Intent Gaze, and Twining is home for your T-money. Twining by a length and a half. A photo for second, might be Intent Gaze.
Well, they're the three most fancied horses, and they ran as they were backed in that race, Roy.
Yes, Twining, I thought unlucky at a last start at Sandown when ridden by Gary Clark. He made a long run from about the 600 metre point and was in front before the turn. It was just collared right on the line yesterday with the claim for young Frankie Stockdale. This is a young boy that's been creating a lot of interest around the country circuit. Some very good judges. I haven't had a chance to assess him much until yesterday, but a lot of good judges saying this boy could be another Darren Gauci. I must say he rode a very competent race. He didn't panic. Hands and heels, sat down and rode the horse out nice. This could be another one of our very young, promising bunch of jockeys we've got in Victoria at present. And I see Colin Hayes is going to use his 3 kilo claim more often from here on.
And here's the last on the program at Moonee Valley yesterday.
Followed by, at the head of the others, then Inhibit. Abstraction can't win from there, but Imposing Bloom, the one I want to be on the turn. It's shot away. It's 5 in front, straightening up from Count Seal. Then on the outside, All You Say from Inhibit, and then his arm, but this is going to win easily, Imposing Bloom. She's a mile in front for Kevin Forrester, a winning double coming up. Imposing Bloom to the judge by 6 lengths. Now for the Miners, I think Hazam and Nose in front of...
Yeah, very close for the Miners. Imposing Bloom at 11-2, defeating Hazam and All You Say, and the favourite there, Abstraction, at 3-1. I do wish they wouldn't use those cutaway shots at the turn into the straight. They're all right for aesthetically, but for the punters, they're shocking.
Yeah, they do confuse you a lot, don't you?
You lose all perspective.
If you're following a horse coming into the straight, say especially at Moonee Valley, when it's only a short straight, and you've only got, you know, some 150-odd metres to level them up again, you're following a horse that's picking up ground, and next minute you've lost it. But that was a procession from about the 600-metre mark, bringing up a well-earned double for Kevin Forrester. You might have seen Kevin just recently at Sandown, where he all but got tipped out of the saddle on a horse that was... he actually was completely out of the saddle and got himself back in. And Kevin's a good rider. He's a very hard worker, and it's good to see him bringing up a double there yesterday, and a very easy win on that.
Yeah, so let's have a look now at what the extra double paid. Firstly, at the meeting at Moonee Valley yesterday, 6 and 2, $9.25. The daily double, the numbers you wanted were 14 and 1. It paid $66.50. The quadrella, 2, 5 and 2 ones, 2511. The dividend was $206.80. And the quad extra yesterday for 14, 116, $1,432.60. There was very good racing there at Moonee Valley, and we go back to Moonee Valley again on Wednesday, Roy.
Yes, back to the Valley on Wednesday, and Caulfield on Saturday, and I believe the 6-pick went off at Sandown Dogs.
It did at the Melbourne Cup,
time,
yeah. $25,000 was they had a great night out there at Sandown, a very big crowd in attendance. John Cain presented the trophy, and a couple of Collingwood boys were involved there. Mick McGuane and Paul Hawke were involved, and it was a great night of greyhound racing. And, of course, the Silver Chief starts at Olympic Park on Monday night, and we'll see you soon on the racecourse.